Does eating at night make you gain weight? This is a question many people have. Have you ever heard someone say, "Don't eat carbohydrates at night, or you'll gain weight," or "Avoid eating late because your metabolism slows down and everything turns into fat"? Well, these phrases circulate so much that they seem true, but the reality is different. And that's exactly what we're going to see now. Does eating at night make you gain weight? No. Many people think that eating at night makes you gain weight because the metabolism slows down while we sleep, right? The idea behind this is that the body would be less efficient at night, and therefore, what we eat would turn into fat. But in reality, the metabolism never completely stops. It only slows down a little during sleep. This doesn't mean that everything you eat at night will turn into fat, as many people think. What really matters to our body is not the time of the meal, but the total number of calories consumed throughout the day. What makes you gain weight is eating more calories than your body burns, regardless of the time. If you've heard someone say that eating after 6 p.m. causes weight gain, forget that. Your body doesn't have a magic clock that turns food into fat just because night has fallen. What determines whether you gain or lose weight is one thing only: the calorie balance throughout the day. And the rule is simple: if you burn more calories than you consume, you lose weight. If you consume more than you burn, you gain weight. It doesn't matter the diet or the time. This is called a calorie deficit, and it's the only thing that makes you lose weight. Want a simple example? Imagine your body needs 2,000 calories a day to function. If you eat 1,800, your body needs to find the missing 200 from your energy reserve, which is fat. The result? You lose weight. Now, if you eat 2,500, even if you fasted, cut carbs, or only ate healthy foods, that excess will be stored and you gain weight. The time you eat doesn't change anything about this. It could be in the morning, in the afternoon, or at midnight. What matters is the total calories at the end of the day. The problem is that at night, many people end up overeating without realizing it. After a full day, that uncontrollable hunger kicks in, and people start snacking on everything: bread, cookies, pizza, chocolate. And then, of course, they exceed their calorie intake without realizing it. But not because it's night, but because it was an overindulgence. Eating late at night is not the problem. What makes you gain weight is eating more than your body needs. Because at the end of the day, literally, it's not the time that matters, but the math of calories. Now, there's something that can confuse a lot of people. Have you noticed that some people eat at night, and the next day they wake up feeling bloated? Then comes the panic: "Oh my God, I gained weight." But hold on, most of the time, this has nothing to do with fat gain and everything to do with water retention and bloating. You don't gain weight overnight. What happens is that some foods make the body retain more water, giving that feeling of a bloated belly, puffier face, and even swollen hands and feet. This happens mainly with foods high in FODMAPs. This strange name is just a group of foods that ferment in our intestines and can cause gas and bloating. Foods like beans, wheat, milk, onions, cauliflower, and some sweeteners can be hard to digest for some people. And you know the result. The next day, the scale might even show a higher number, but that doesn't mean you've gained weight. It's just water retention. Besides that, eating too much salt or refined carbs like white bread and pasta before bed can also contribute to this temporary bloating. Now, if you like eating at night but want to avoid waking up with that heavy belly feeling, there are a few strategies. One of them is to choose lower calorie and lighter carbs for your body, like potatoes, rice, oats, and some fruits like strawberries, melon, and kiwi. These foods are digested more easily and don't cause as much bloating. Another tip is to prefer lean proteins, like eggs or chicken, and avoid overdoing the sodium, which makes the body retain even more water. In other words, the problem was never eating at night. What can happen is that some food choices make the body retain more liquid, giving that annoying bloated feeling. But fat gain? That only happens if you eat more calories than you burn. So instead of blaming yourself for eating late, focus on making good choices and understanding how your body reacts to certain foods. That way, you can enjoy your food without paranoia and wake up the next day feeling good, without that stuffed feeling. Another reason why it's great to eat carbohydrates or have a good meal at night is for those who train or do physical activity in the morning. Yes, if you train in the morning, having a good source of carbohydrates at dinner can be a great way to ensure energy for your body. Carbohydrates work as fuel, and when you eat well the night before, your body stores that fuel as glycogen in your muscles and liver. In other words, when you wake up and go train, you already have an energy reserve ready to be used without needing to worry about eating something right before your workout. Now, there's a big myth that many people believe, thinking that eating a carbohydrate 30 minutes before your workout will give you instant energy. But that's not how it works. The digestion and absorption of food are not that fast. Depending on the type of food, your body may take 2 to 6 hours to digest and start using the nutrients as energy. And more. Before a workout, your body doesn't directly use the last thing you ate, but rather the energy reserve already stored in your muscles and liver. So, if you rely on a last-minute snack for energy during your workout, you may end up feeling heavier since your body is still in the digestion process. This means that if you have a balanced dinner with quality carbohydrates like potatoes, rice, or oats, your body will absorb those nutrients throughout the night and turn them into an energy reserve for the next day. That way, when you wake up and go train, your body already has fuel ready to be used without needing to depend on a last-minute meal. This is especially helpful for those who train early and don't have time or don't like to eat much before exercise. In other words, forget the idea that eating carbohydrates at night will ruin your weight loss. In fact, if you know how to use this to your advantage, it can even improve your performance during workouts. Eating well at night ensures that your body has what it needs to function well the next day, and you also avoid the feeling of weakness or dizziness during your morning workout. So, instead of fearing carbohydrates, learn to use them to your advantage, because food is not the enemy, it's fuel. Now, there's another detail that almost no one talks about. What you eat at night can directly influence the quality of your sleep. Has it ever happened to you that you ate something before bed and suddenly woke up in the middle of the night for no reason? Or you stayed tossing and turning in bed, unable to fall asleep? This may have everything to do with your nighttime eating habits. There are some foods that can help you sleep better, while others can mess up your rest and leave you feeling tired the next day. For example, if you consume a lot of caffeine in the evening, whether in coffee, black tea, soda, or even dark chocolate, your body might take much longer to relax. Caffeine stays in your system for hours, so that afternoon coffee might be sabotaging your sleep without you realizing it. Another villain is excess sugar before bed, because it can cause energy spikes and crashes, making your body think it's not time to rest yet. Additionally, very fatty or heavy foods can make digestion harder and leave you uncomfortable when lying down. Sleeping well is essential for everything, for weight loss, for having energy the next day, and even to avoid that uncontrollable hunger during the day. Before bed, I always like to drink chamomile or passion fruit tea because they help calm the nervous system. So, to sum it all up, eating at night doesn't make you gain weight. What really makes a difference is the total number of calories you consume throughout the day. If you are in a calorie deficit, meaning you're burning more calories than you're taking in, you will lose weight no matter what time you eat. What can happen is that some people wake up feeling bloated and think they've gained weight, but this is usually water retention, caused by certain foods that ferment in the intestines or have a lot of sodium. Additionally, eating carbohydrates at night can even be beneficial, especially for those who train in the morning, because the body turns this food into energy reserves to be used the next day. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because here you'll always find the truth without deception and content that will truly help you achieve your health, well-being, and weight loss goals. You deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to feel good about your body and your life. I'm rooting for you and can't wait to hear about your progress. Remember, you're amazing. Kisses, stay with God, and see you in the next video.